Alright, sorry guys, I'm back. Had a quick family baby had to take care of. But anyways, I'm back. So anyways, where was I? Oh yeah. Now we want to do, so we set up the volume and we added some sounds to play indoor, right? And then we changed again the type of effects we want to get. You can get those on Steam. I would save them, maybe copy them somewhere on a notepad or something. And then we changed, most important, indoor-outdoor type, those two. And then we attached play sounds. Let me bring this back in here. So again, make sure you're using ambient loops. You could actually see them. Some of them that you click on, it tells you, play water drip or one, play splash. It gives you, these are for ambient sounds and all that. So what I want to do is, now that I have that set up, I'm going to go ahead and bring Kismet up, and like I was saying, water, find the water here. I'm going to grab this guy from Overload, but before I do that, I want to go ahead and grab the bank from Overload and add that to the mix. Slide that over. Again, it's very important. You're gonna sometimes put a sound and it's not playing. You're gonna be like, why isn't it playing? It's happened to me plenty of times. It's because you haven't loaded them properly. And anytime you want to load a sound from a package, you have to make sure you set up its bank. So now what I want to do is go ahead and grab a water. We'll throw some dripping sound water on that guy here. So now what's going to happen, if I go in that room, not only do I hear my reverb volume, but I should hear some dripping sound in that corner coming from that. Okay? Yeah, so you hear. And these are all set up where, as I get away from it, the sound gets less and less till it stops. See, now because it's a non-looping, it's set up to a certain area, okay? Or I'm sorry, it's an ambient sound set up to a certain radius through Wwise. So you could control that. So if for example, if I didn't want that sound to be all over, what I can do is set up a volume within this area here, and then again within that volume I could attach it. There is a play sound that's for reverb. I would just put a play sound, so anytime somebody came in this area, voila, I would play it. If not, it would go. So you got control over that, but it's very important, making sure you put indoor, outdoor, making sure you have your sounds controlled with. I like using reverb volumes because you get better control. Ambience are fine when you got like a vehicle or something, you want to put a sound engine and all that, but if not, I would use the reverb and control them that way. Now, the most important thing, which I think somebody asked this on the forum. Now, let's say you want to set it up where now you have a problem, is you got a reverb in here, but hey, what happens if you want to set up outdoor sound and ambient sound? How does all this work? So I'm going to show you real quick. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this guy, copy, and Control C, Control V, and I'm going to go ahead and make this boy really. Oops, did I just grab him on one axis? Let me go to the top view. Sorry. What the hell did I do with this guy? There he is. Whoop, there he is. Alright. So, let's see. That's alright, whatever. Now, let's say that's your whole map, and you got the whole map, your whole map inside this boy, and you want to play whatever it is, the bird sounds or just an outdoor sound. So I'm going to go ahead and take and remove these, okay, and then I'm going to switch this to outdoor, okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and let's see, I already have the stereo Let me bring them here so you guys can see. I already have the bank for the indoor-outdoor setup, so I'm just going to go to outdoor, clear this, and let's see. So here's some outdoor sound. You got outdoor calm, you got industrial, you got light wind, you got different sounds you could, and there's also within these packages, you just gotta pretty much, look for them, just read what they are. They might be some outdoor sounds, some different uh, sounds you could add to, I don't know, they're in different packages, but they're there, trust me. You gotta read them. There's industrial, there's AC large, there's birds, there's pipe sounds, there's everything. You just gotta read what it is, and just make sure AK Bank is the file that you need to load the whole package, and then within the package you got sounds that are played by reverb volumes, you got loosely sounds, which are the ambient samples. Those are very important to know, and then again you can control things by reverb. So anyways, what did I do here? I closed that up. Let me close. Sorry. Outdoor. So I'm gonna grab this. Okay, let's grab them. The industrial. I want to make sure it's loud so you guys can see the difference between. And then I need to stop. Put that on there. That's outdoor, and then I'm gonna change the effects. I'm gonna do outdoor one. Excuse me. Okay, so now what's going to happen is as soon as I spawn, I should hear the sound. And there it is. Okay, now what's going on is even though I put stop, I'll never get out of here, but if in case there was a small area, I want a couple of different volumes, I could have made them smaller. You still want to make it a practice where you use them, both of them, play and stop. So now, when I go in here, indoor, outdoor. And I believe, let me check something real quick just to make sure. Yeah, what it is I have a setting. If these were set, I was playing around with this earlier. I just want to make sure clear, because priorities are what control which sound plays when. I don't know if you guys remember back when I made the comp volumes. They also had priority. Which priority, who took over what. When the sounds played. Both sounds are being played, indoor and outdoor. Okay, now if I wanna prioritize them and say I wanna cut the volume completely out, there'll be sounds you put on the outside, the main volume on the outdoor, it will come through to the inside, the ones that are indoor. So what you want to do is you want to give different priorities. So if I put this 0.1 lower priority than this, and I change this, I always get these mixed up. Even though I've been doing it for a long time, I still get them mixed up. So what I want to actually do, oops, we don't need that. What I want to do is first play it, and then we'll remove it. So now the sound's being played outside. And now the sound's playing inside. Alright, drip. And then as soon as I go out, it plays the outside. Now, what I want to do is real quick, I'm going to take this and remove all this. Alright, I'm going to put this at lower priority and increase the outside one. And you notice, because the outside one has a higher priority, it's playing the sound inside the room. But if I go back out and change it, drop this back down to 0.1 and make this at 1, now it's playing outside, but as soon as I got my sound is gone, because now this guy has higher priority than the other volume. You know, it still plays. This is still, because it's an ambient, you can still hear it. But remember the warehouse sound here, before I took them, I deleted them just so we could hear the difference. They're no longer here. Now as soon as I get out, I hear the outside door. So basically, it's a lot simpler than you thought. You just got to read the files. You got to know them. First and foremost, most important thing, load your AK bank. Make sure, my suggestion would be, I don't know how much of a hit it is on the engine. I doubt it. It's not. But I would make a copy of all the AK banks, put them inside the Kismet, attach them, play with all the files. Later on, if you feel like you haven't used some of the files from certain maps, go in and delete the AK banks, and then you don't have to worry about it. Otherwise, keep them in there, because what's going to have frustration you're going to have in the beginning is you're going to forget to load the AK bank, and you're going to go put a volume and you don't hear the sound. You're like, oh, what the hell's going on here? It's not working. You know what I'm saying? What the hell's going on? So, again, make sure you differentiate from indoor, outdoor volume. You know, that gives you the echo sounds. Make sure you use the effects for, you know, hallways, rooms, and all that into the reverb volumes. All the sound sample ambience are loose. Put them, you could control them within. Also, what you could do is put a reverb volume and wrap around, like let's say a car with certain radius. You want to build a reverb volume, put a sound in there and control it that way. So there's a lot of options. It's a lot more. It's a lot more. You know, before you would just drop a sound somewhere in an area and you call it a day. This is a little more. It takes a little more time, but it sets up a lot better, a lot more cleaner and crisp. So, with that said, I think it should cover enough for you guys to get going. If you have any questions, I will post this and then put it in a tutorial. I'll try to explain it. But remember, priorities on the reverb volumes, the higher the number, the higher the priority. Make sure you use the effect sounds if you want to hear different hallway, room sounds. Make sure indoor, outdoor, so your volume, that when you're inside you don't want to be shooting and sounds like you're getting echoed, you're outdoor. And basically that's it. I think this should help you guys get some, you know, at least understanding of what you need to do. And then again, you can go back to the old way. Just bring in a WAV file, create a queue for it, and just drop it in your map and adjust the radius just like we used to, and call it a day. So basically that's it. Any questions, please let me know. I'll talk to you guys later. Take care.